And hello everyone, welcome to the stream. So today, for sure, I'll finish this game. There's no doubts about it. Start here. Start this one. Okay. Here. Come on, it's not so easy. Save point, of course. Alright, now check the sound. Test. And everything is working. Okay, I estimated like 2 hours on this, maybe 2 hours and a half. So let's go. It's like the last session, maybe? How's it called, this singing card? Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks to your help, AGYE-USA. Black Chief. Something else, I apologize. Detective Gumshoe. I am not a detective anymore. Oh yes, sorry about that. Don't worry, I already decided where to work now. At your office. My office? Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with. You mean Maya? Still, it looks like we're all out of moves now. Shotgun's done it again. How's it he always gets the upper hand? It's not fair. He has the right to refuse to testify. Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said? But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There's certain risks to be considered. Risks. What did he mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. I mean, he forfeit his right to say anything too. Emma? Are you okay? Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. By the way, it's really confused me. I mean, this white coat here. So things ago, man. Okay, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I mean, listening to the trial from the gallery. So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved. Relieved? Yeah, now finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me. Ever since your appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew you said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? Like, to follow Chief Gun's orders? She must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the Chief told her to do. Must be why she became so cold. It's all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, Paul. Chief Gunn may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. Remember now, I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor. Ah, I see. Well, you'd better get back. It's time for the final act. Emma, why don't you wait? No, I'm going with you. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth. Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this. In 2 hours. To be continued! This to be continued screen was so close. Wonderful. 5 minutes close. Now then. With the defendant Miss Lana Skye, please stay in the stand. Miss Lana Skye, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. But Mr. Edwards, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years. Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Skye. And Mama, you are under oath. You want to hear the truth. Of course, the truth. And no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister. Now then, your testimony, if you will. Just tell us about your relationship with Gunn. Hold on. Everything hints on your testimony. There's only a chance we have to get Gunn. I worked alongside Gunn for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. I found Prosecutor Marshall's body and arranged at the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. Had nothing to do with Emma. Oh, wonderful. Are you sure about this testimony? Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. But Lana, if this is true, then that means Chief Gunn has nothing to do with this. But what I have been telling you from the beginning. This Mr. Wright, good to help you. She's sacrificing herself because of me. But what if she's telling the truth? She's not. I know my own sister. And now she speaks stiffly. Like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Okay, I worked on the same gun for years. Hold it. How many years exactly? Ever since I met senior detective. Let's see. I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years. 1 second. 5 years. Detective Gunt and Detective Sky were legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases. She must have been good coming from the same school as me. Damon Gunt was a respectable detective. That's why. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I arranged the crime scene. The only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Destroyed. My sister's lying. Looks like she's determined to protect you to the end. She insists she fabricated the evidence by herself. There's no way she could have done it alone. Don't get loud, talk more. She's lying, but she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction. Wait a second, oh, why we return to the same first scene? Usually it's switched to the second one, right? Oh, one more time, I want to see it. Hold it. See it, second. Who's at the back? I just found the bug in the game? Oh, I didn't notice something? That was strange. Okay, there's no truth to this blackmail theory. Hold it. But think about it, Miss Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. Still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. Hold it. Did you do so to help your sister? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. But what she did was just feeble self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged as innocent. That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him. No. So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago? When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I arranged the crime scene. So it's definitely a lie here. Hold it. You say you did this all by yourself? Yes. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? Definitely she came after Gaunt, not before. Sima was the first person to discover the scene, so she'll make a mistake. The broken Prosecutor Award's knife was stuck in the victim's body. What? What? Broken Prosecutor Award? What? The Prosecutor Marshal died from an unfortunate accident. It's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the Prosecutor's life. Fantasy all you want, Mr. Wright, but I will never change this statement. Hello, Kai? It's not 3DS, it's just DS. And yeah, I'm doing this all the time non-stop. Since the beginning. But it's not always working. Sometimes you should scream to make it work. Even Prosecutor Marshal put up being killed by Dark. Something like that. If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife. It was lying on the floor a little distant away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. It's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up your lies with more lies. I think they will update the statement or something right now. All just to protect me. So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to. Yes. No, they didn't update it? Let's see, I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wand, then moved the What the bullshit. Hold it. You planted the tip of Dark's, and when you moved, we got White's auto-scrolled. But why? Why would you do that? You, of all people, should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of the others? Why did you plant the knife? Why did you move the body? Why did you move the body? When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gun's desk. But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there? The reason for that is simple. Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Sky moved the body. The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan? In which way? Hold it. Pieces of the jar, you mean? Yes? That wretched jar Mr. Wright showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body. So, when you first found the body, the jar was already... Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle. In this case, how did he write the message? Let's see. Also, don't think that Masha could write it. What's the matter, Emma? Apparently the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that. There must be a contradiction here somewhere. Obvious. Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone. I actually can show this jar here, but not sure about this. Let's use this one. Hold it. So you arranged at the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer? How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright? Emma didn't do it. Period. Are you so desperate to hide that fact? You're willing to risk the death sentence? She's lying. She did it so I wouldn't be blamed for what happened. In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. So like my sister's lying. Looks like she's determined to protect you to the end. She insists she fabricated the evidence by herself. There's no way she would have done it alone. I'm going to get Lana to talk more. She's lying and she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction. Okay, what is contradiction? The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events written in your plan. So it was not shattered. And how can I prove it? I doubt that just showing the jar will do any job, but I can try. And by the way, I can actually save here, which I will do. Look, you cannot write the message on shattered jar. It's impossible. So let's show it. Objection? Objection! It's working? Miss Sky, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered? Is the truth were to be exposed now? You said the past 2 years of your life will have been useless. Even so, I'm compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. A contradiction in my testimony? I testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan." That's right. Do you have a problem with that? It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. Couldn't have written Emma's name on the shattered jar. Order! It's already silent. Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here. Apparently. Something critical. Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed. What? Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth. Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discarded. Now what? Missing fragments or something? I don't know. You mean you were the one who wiped away this message in blood? I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time. She didn't seem dark. What's the real murderer? That's why she tried to erase the real evidence. Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. That's what it is. Dark. Wiped away. So one is missing. Let's see. Hold it. But how could you see with the power out? Should have been pitch black in that office. The detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me. Even I carry my bottle of emergency luminol wherever I go. But you cannot carry this because you're, like, suspect. I never miss anything. I got every last piece. Okay. Hold it. I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened. What do you mean? If you really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood. What else could I have done in that situation? I don't know. I only had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. Okay, maybe I should start from the beginning. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. Hold it. So, the jar was always broken? It's a miracle that sink hadn't broken earlier. It looks as feeble as the defense's case, but not as feeble as the judge's judgment. You were an ace detective who never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe you didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces? Or I would have. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. Hold it. So you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar? No. If I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust. Well, that helps my case. Huh. You do that for me? Seems you two might wake up yet. Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was. If someone happened upon the scene, you lose your chance to raise the evidence. You must have been in a hurry. I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came. It's rather shocking. However, it's sorry, my blood. Fragments were large. What I could think about was swapping them clean before they were discarded. Hold it. Hold it! See, it's not working. Hold it! Hold it. So you allegedly rearranged the crime scene? Yes, I don't have any excuse for my actions. So sorry, Lana, I didn't know. I've treated you so badly all this time. It's not too late. There's still plenty of time to wake up. And I gotten to the bottom of this incident. No doubt this day will leave a permanent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office. More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony. Your sister really put up a fight. She must really care about you. Still, she's not doing this the right way. So you finally figured out the contradictions in her testimony. I did not. There's one final possibility that might turn everything around. But what is this? Okay, notice blood traces. Didn't have time to check it out. Wiped away the blood. Fragments were large. I could think about... It's 3 or 4. What should I present? The jar again? Something else. I should save. I don't know at all. Should I press one more time and see what did I miss? One more time. Hold it. Let me check. Hello, Rasovich. I'm not sure what should I do here. Was enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. What about regions about this? Hold it. Luminal. What should I present here? I can show the jar one more time, why not? Objection? Objection! Yes? It is jar? Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. Even you. What? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gun's safe. In the Chief's safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them. Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gun got there before you. But couldn't the defendants have simply missed a piece? I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. May well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. Doing my mouth over. What? Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, that. There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness. You're not implying this person was Chief Gun? The time he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first. The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that? No? Wait, I'm not the one on trial here. Avant arrived at the crime scene, brought to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposely hit one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called? Fabrication. But why would you gonna do that? In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? Sky on the scene. Anna Sky believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gun's aid. Lending her his aid, Gun helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma, and he is the reason. The reason why Miss Sky became the chief's puppet. No, I did it on my own. This is, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore, for my sake. By the way, I also have a question. This red muffler that she used to hide the weapon in the car, why there was another muffler on her if she was caught like immediately? She went home, get another pair and returned back? What? I just can't believe this. I can't watch you suffer anymore, for my sake. No, you didn't! It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the what? What is doing this he? Most foul lies to defend their clients. Just the most foul lies. Foul lies? The Russian said, coming from my own client. I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if we are still smacked up in the middle of Gun's trap? Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Like, I'm not sure. Oh no. Maybe alright, after all. What do you mean, right? So you do tell foul lies, then, Mr. Wright? Miss Kine, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall. Miss Kine, if you will. I can't. It's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there's a possibility that it will if you tell the truth. Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. Really? Alright, the witness may testify once more for the final time. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body, impaled on the suit of armor sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. Hello, Kyle. How's your health today? And by the way, I must say that my allergy finally finished. I don't know for how long, but 2 days straight I didn't use any medication at all. Yesterday, today. That's why I raised all the evidence that linked her to the murder. Head Chief Guns helped me remove the body from the sword and carry it. What? That's kinda terrible. Well, you should isolate each other, maybe? Well, wish you good luck. Hey, cheap guns, help me remove the body. Let's sort of hear it. But wait, oh! Really was a fabrication? Emma might be innocent. Okay, in my contradiction. Unbelievable. The body was impaled on this armor sword. You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof. And do you have any proof? Actually, I do have. We have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning. I thought we'll use these rules for something. Looks like there will be something inside too. Let's see. What? To me? It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be in it. But I don't remember receiving a picture like that. I must have known. See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture. Why can't I check it? I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana. I said she gave it to you this morning, right? I seem to remember getting something from her then. Check that evidence again. There must be a picture in there somewhere. I finally can check it properly. Oh, this book. Where's the stylus? Hold on. Low evidence. What's the heck in the middle? Hold on, I want to check. Was it same? Pure something? Examine it. There's a picture here. In low resolution. Not anymore. Now it's normal. Oh my. So yeah, for DS, 2D graphic is awesome, but if there's something 3D, well, it looks like it's super low resolution. This is the actual crime scene. What? The piece of cloth is missing, and I already have it. No, as a detective, saw the crime scene like this. That's because I conducted criminal affairs only after I reached the scene. Mr. Wright. Finally I can check that picture myself. Okay. The clothes had no blood. Because it was removed? Obviously. Before this happened. That piece cut out from his vest. Could that be? The clothes we found inside your gun's safe. What's this? So, Gant made a mistake? He could create a... like... something perfect, but he's making mistakes. It's not smart enough. It's a handprint. That's close. It had fingerprints on it. Whose ever fingerprints? Those must be the real murderer. What? What's those fingerprints? Yes, Emma. Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright? Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer. Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. But of course, you can say that he first of all removed the blood, and next blood from, by the way, if you can see, from his mouth here, started coming out. Because he punctured lungs, so it takes time to blood to appear. See? Perfect. You can explain everything. Any contradiction. It came not from the, like, wound. Wound was on the back. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body. Hold it! I'm just trying to... What is he doing there? Come now, Jim. Here's the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. Chief Gaunt? But now you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense. I'm afraid it's too late for that. What? You already declined testimony. It means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort. This might be the risk the judge was talking about. Just sit back and relax. And enjoy the sound of the nose tightening around your own neck. GGG. You say GG. So what? You think I'm worried? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements. What I mean? The evidence will do all the talking from you. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence? No, I don't. But someone does. Someone? So then, what's your excuse, Wright? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? Because I'm supposed to press any statement here? No? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt. Is this true, Mr. Wright? If I show the piece of evidence now, am I sure to be made out as a murderer? Mr. Wright, you have any more evidence, present it now, and if you try to conceal anything, you'll be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. I don't know. I think this through carefully. Can afford to make their own decision. The present piece of evidence, the one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. I do have further evidence. Alright. The time's finally come to show it to them. Those pricks have got to be of the chiefs. Now then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. Is it possible to show the picture first? I actually will show this one. Take that. That's a piece of leather clothing? Yes. It was like it was cut from the victim's vest near his chest. What's this? There's a big handprint on it. How's it possible to have a big handprint if you push somebody? Surely it must have been left on the clothes by whoever showed the victim into the sword. What? Whose fingerprints are on this? I'm sure Wright has checked, haven't you? Well, whose are they? They're Miss Skies. Miss Emma Skies. What? They're mine? Sorry I did to it? See? I told you it was conclusive. But this was found in your safe. Means it's possible you forged it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any clothes in my safe. Do you really expect me to believe that? What? Give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over. You should have presented that. The president that evidence. You tied Emma Sky to Neil Marshall's death. No. It appears we have our killer. Triple N-O. Everything hinged on that point. In the end, Lana was found guilty. But I did it wrong? I can't believe this. Seriously? Okay, I must show the picture, right? But what about my 5 different tries? Why just ended? Oh my god. And I save here. Oh, what a game! What a game! Okay, we'll be skipping all of this one more time. Where's my jar? Objection? Oh my god. I get used that you get in 5 attempts. Now I have 0. Now I must skip all of this. Actually, I wanted to show the picture first. I wanted. Maybe I should not show anything at all. Yeah, waste of time. And set this no skip button. You can only just press A non-stop, hoping it will not stuck here between screens. Can't even hold it. Constantly press it. That's what I thought. Long play, from the point where I stopped yesterday, was just 1 single hour. But I can't do it in 1 hour, I cannot make it even in 2 hours. It'll take longer. 2.5 maybe. Because of this, because of our plan. Like sitting and doing nothing. Oh my god. It's like 10 minutes waste of time. I need to save more often. Well, at least I saved, not starting from the very beginning. So slow. He will stay with Sonic forever until he gets every single world record in this game. Maybe 3 more months since or something. He really got a lot of them. No picture, my gods. Come on, speed up. It's so slow. So, should I show the picture? Should I not show anything at all? Now this Gaunt. Almost here. Should I save right now? Maybe a little bit later. Well, let's save. So these two options show something else, or not show anything at all. What if I show addiction? Okay, cannot show evidence. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. What? You lie! Chief Gaunt? You opened my safe! I know you took what was inside! The conclusive evidence! He made another mistake, by the way. I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together. Why, see, it's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you want president. What are they talking about? Chief Gaunt. Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victims west. Notice anything odd about that chest area? Looks like part of it's been cut off for some reason. You mean You had it? In your safe? What? That means you, the chief of police? Concealing evidence? It is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. For sure. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the go, Wright. Well, I can't just let you pin me up as a murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. What? You mean you admit to it? Obviously not. I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. What? Really? It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana. So you really were manipulating her? I knew Lana. I made it look like the blame lay with her sister. That when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid. So you assisted me, Sky. Told her to arrange all the evidence, had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body, and move the body across the room. And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. When we arranged the crime scene, I had two pieces of evidence. And it is before Lana arrived at the scene. Two pieces of evidence? You mean those items in your safe? But why? For insurance, of course. Insurance? I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence? Who do you take me for? A fool? I'm my police chief, by dumb luck. Still, he's making mistakes. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Alana to go and wipe the blood of all the pieces. But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on the jar too? That's what I was thinking. If he was spirit, how could he write anything? Ho ho ho. Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance. You mean that piece of cloth? Come on, Wright. Cough it up already. I know you have it. Should I save again? Of course I will save. Because what is this? Instant death? Game over screen? Wonderful. What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright? So you admit to it then, Chief Guns, that you were hiding the clothes you cut off the victim's vest in your safe? Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer. Well, Mr. Wright, I have to say for yourself. Just a moment ago you said you didn't have any evidence you could present. Foolish move, Wright. Should have shown it then before it was too late. It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. The game is trolling me. Okay, it's showing these 5 things, so let's show the evidence. Your Honor, I don't have evidence to present now. Alright then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. Let's show picture first. Take that. Why it's not working? Take that! Mr. Edgers, your opinion, please. I think Mr. Wright's humor has improved at the expense of his defense. Better polish up your defense, Mr. Wright. Come on, Mr. Wright. Remember that thing with the murderer's handprint on it, don't you? So what's the difference if I show it now or before? Take that. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Yes, at last you finally brought it out into the open. There's a handprint on this piece of cloth. Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather, there must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly. You mean it couldn't have been forged? It couldn't have been forged. Must be authentic, conclusive evidence. You as slow on the uptake as ever, Orson. What? Think about it. Wright had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be? You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that? That's right. Do you really know? Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they? Very well. I'll tell you. It should be Kino. Everything proceeding as predicted. Why it was not good before? The person whom these fingerprints belonged to, Emma Skye? What if I answer guns? No, it's no use lying here. You discovered the truth the second I analyze this. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Hurry up and tell us. I random made 2 mistakes because I thought there will be some other option. Okay. Emma? Emma Skye? Concealing evidence from Gunsport. What? They're mine? I'm sorry, Emma. But why? Why didn't you tell me? Well, because Gans said that he cut it himself. You released something, Wright. You knew this girl did it all alone. And you still tried to pin the murder on me? So it's true. Tragic but true. This girl really did show Prosecutor Marshall to his death. Oh good, you monster! Miss Skye. You knew whose fingerprints souls were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't? Miss Skye, it's not over yet. What? I said this trial isn't over yet. But I'm afraid it's over? Why? Not only this trial, but you care too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. What's the matter? Can't hold your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turn a poor little girl into a murderer? Before I do that, there's just one little scene I have to clear up. And what's that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall? What? Chief Guns, you are absolutely right. This piece of clothes proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask? It was Emma Skye, wasn't it? I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of clothes contains a critical contradiction. Is your contradiction what? Contradiction? What is this fool babbling about? I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is. Mr. Wright, on this piece of clothes, what could it possibly contradict? Chief Guns, your tyrannical reign and scale. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this clause. Is this picture? Take that.
Take that!
And what exactly is this supposed to be? This is a picture Miss Skye took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out? Yes. His shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, so... Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs, no doubt, were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. What? The piece of cloth? I still don't understand how there was the print of it. Like, she was not, like, washing her hands or something? Eating some taco? There's no blood in it, obviously. Since Emma Skye's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she showed the prosecutor aside. Ink what? I don't know. However, Mr. Marshall was not employed on the sword. No, this is nonsense. Now then, Chief Guns, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not empowered when he was shot aside. Okay, what was the motive to actually kill this prosecutor? He was likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out. If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Skye, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armored sword? Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. It already was questionable. Then he broke the jar on purpose to leave behind a clue and make Lana believe his sister did it. I remember what you admitted only moments ago. That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest. Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you prove that you were the actual murderer. He exploded one more time. It's finished? What about the second case? Yeah? That was close, Writer. You almost had me. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. What do you mean you refute his allegations? You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence. Hold on, I'll save you. Illegal evidence. Illegal evidence. Order! What nonsense is this? Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Manager? Earlier, all right to him concerning that piece of cloth. So then, what's the excuse, Wright? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you? Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point of time. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence. But that's not fair. Do you actually think you could best me in court? It looks like the last laughs on you, son. I'm afraid Mr. Gunn's claim is allegedly correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal. Well, Mr. Wright? It seems, at last, the time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived. What is the plan? Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? That you purposely and illegally concealed this piece of cloth? I did not. Suddenly, I refused to present evidence at one point. So the evidence is illegal. No, it isn't, Mr. Wright. Don't. It's not that I didn't present evidence then. I said I couldn't, because there was no relevance. What I mean, you couldn't? There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence. No, Jack, don't listen to his lies! It's nothing but court. You can There's only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not? Very well, let us settle this once and for all. I refuse to present evidence. If I prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so. Well, it's kinda obvious. Take that. It's my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. See, told about this evidence law so often that it's hard to forget. What's this? You've done my homework too, Chief. I've done. In it, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. What? You see, it's written right here, in this book, the second rule of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Found this piece of evidence myself, inside your safe. Goes without saying I did not have approval from the police department. Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case in trial. And here's the crux of the matter. You have a book for criminal procedure? Dangerous Drugs Act? What is this? Are you a lawyer? You see, at the time, it was impossible for me to prove the relevance. Yes? You are? How soon? That's why you love Ace Attorney games? Then the clause and the SL9 incident. What kind of nonsense is? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and... Other reasons. Sorry, but can you recall when was the picture present? It was shown only a few moments ago. I believe lawyers supposed to be have a super high salary, for sure. Well, at least in the United States. No. No? He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave it value as evidence was you. Name and guns. You yourself confess to a certain truth. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes. No? It was then that you approved this clause. By the way, me myself, I always wanted to be a prosecutor, even before I learned about this game. Yeah, government prosecutor. But I'm glad I didn't do this. As conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approves this clause. The person who could have cut this was a victim's vest. Well, it will simply bound me to one single country I would not even leave it. Even on my vacation, for example. So it was definitely a bad decision. And the only one is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall, his final moments. As was the real murderer. There's only one person who that could be. Damn guns, the killer was you. So we return to the second case, or not? What's going on here? What the heck was this? I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years, he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me, but he must refuse about the second murder. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me. Well, your crime wasn't exactly bad, is it? He wanted to reinstigate the case. He recruited Angel Star, then convinced Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman? Yes, that's right. If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. For some reason, I thought at the beginning that Goodman killed somebody. Looks like not. Please, you've got to help me. Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit. He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room, and all of a sudden he had to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? I thought that Goodman will be a bad guy, but looks like he was good all the time. You can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. He told me to open up the evidence room and take it out. Well, constantly here, like some nice and sweet names turned out to be criminals. It's not too late. I'll hand this to Marshall. Well, to be honest, I was a little panicked too. I had a bad feeling about it, but never knew it would come to this. That's when I saw it, that accursed knife. I couldn't just pull it out. It would only increase the amount of blood, and you couldn't finish what you started. Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I was wrapping it up in 20 minutes, basically. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my mistake. Then gumshoes, bloody handprint. I used to be known as a crime computer, but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it. Can you put the body in my car? I'm sorry. We couldn't think of any other way to move the body. Maybe borrow the trunk, but what's the big deal? You pulled down a lot more than us detectives. What does this have to do with anything? You're horrible. How could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out. Lana, but she said that she'll arrive first in prosecutor's office and knew nothing about it till she got a call. So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. I feel bad for having to do it. Couldn't sit around and pick and choose what to take. Well, you left that jar of fragments and gloves. Yeah. Looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. Got to hand it to them. They do their job well, much to my dismay. Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that. Tell me, Worthy, what are you doing in court? Me? You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we are the same. One day you'll understand. If you want to take them on alone, you'll figure out what's needed. That's it? That's all? So it will be much longer. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Audrey. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Don't believe him? Sorry, old friend. I'm sorry too, Damon Guns. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fun investigator, an example to others in the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Those days are gone now, Roger. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Wright here. And Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. See, if I listen carefully, I can hear it right now. It's sort of a new beginning. There's two things I want you to understand. Yes. First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gunn betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, You no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. And that I've done this past 2 years. From the time I had guns, helped me forge evidence, up until today. So, seems all my questions raised in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble. My, what high standards you have, Rocky. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows, a few years from now, just might make it to the top. And all of this was fan fiction, of course. I'm not sure, but maybe 3 games were released until they created this, some kind of remaster for Nintendo DS and added this case into it. Oh, you my thanks, Mr. Wright. This guy. And to you too, Mr. AGYE-USA. You've suffered every bit, as much as I have, over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you. It was nothing. Liar. I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. AGYE-USA. Stupid, I only did my job. In light of this case, it seems a good self-examine is in order for all of us. Miss Sky? Yes, Your Honor? You are innocent of order, however, also must say, it's kinda interesting how they actually connected this case to, like, all the backstory of AGYE-USA. Because this story had never happened, they have never explained what actually happened at the beginning of his career. Also, the chief blackmailed you. The fact is, you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for 3 crimes at a later date. Yes, I understand, Your Honor. Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling? It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Well, this trial has gone on far too long already. Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned. At long last, it's finally over. Thank you for the time. Or not. Why is the long face? I'm sorry assistant didn't get completely off the hook, but at least she wasn't convinced for a murder she didn't commit. No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended. And see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. AGYE-USA. You just saw it, why using a flashback? You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. You've done well. You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me. Hope I'm not interrupting anything. Oh. Yes, I am. I'll come back later. What should I show them here? The thing of Gamsha, or what is it? You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've been happy people at funerals again. It's so time already. Hey, listen up, boss. I'm only kidding. Are you here because of my sister again? No, not this time. Came today because of you, Paul. Me? That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. Lana. Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know? Well, I won't tell if you want. Emma, I owe you an apology. So cases, don't worry about it. That day, 2 years ago. Oh, more flashbacks. Hold on, I need to check one thing. Completely forgot this. Not so fast. Alright, what's the first time in my life I ever panicked? That's all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. That's going to help me cover up the truth. Well, usually I'm using impulse to do this, but it's almost ended. Hold on. Alright, that's all. Let's finish it. Ask God to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake. But now, I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. And I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew. Oh, you must leave? Okay. Well, the next Asset Runner game I will play maybe after 5 games, because I have 2 requests. One, of course, this horror JRPG. Second, another quest. I don't remember what was this. Definitely will play 2 or even 3 Sonic games, and next will be another Asset Runner. The second game on DS again. I doubt it was translated on Game Boy Advance. I know that third game was translated, but not second. Exams to do! Alright, good luck with this. Good luck. You were only doing it for me. No. Huh? I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you. Yes. I'm such a fool. It took me all the time to release it. Emma, I'm so sorry. But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. Sentiments. You happy? Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. And now you have. Oh, Emma. Emma. It's finally over. Another siege. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find the way back to our past. And once we found our past, we can move on from our past mistakes towards a brighter future. At least that's what I felt, looking at those 2 sisters make up. Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe? Me? Thank you, boss, for all that you've done. I did nothing. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. I think it will never ever happen because it was not a true case. I mean, fanfiction. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Stop hiding and come over here. Oh, where was he hiding? Just came to say. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right, well, I'll be going now. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you. It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realized today that I can't change my own mistakes. Mr. Edgeworth, not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gunn was right. You despise criminals, I can feel it. You and me, we are the same. One day you'll understand. If you want to take them on alone, you'll figure out what's needed. Actually, I thought that this case will be the worst of all of them. Well, it was too long, maybe. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. In order to fight crime alone, one needs a weapon. Or maybe in the future they will release Edgeworth Chronicles of these two games. Maybe the second was not translated, I'm not sure about the first one. It's scary, but I've been thinking the same thing for quite some time now. Edgeworth. Who knows, given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gunn did. That so terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor. Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gaunt and your mentor, Manfred von Karma, were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. You said in order to fight crime alone, one needs a weapon. That's maybe right, but think back to today's trial. You went alone. We were working together with Mr. Wright, and because of that partnership, we're able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? What? Yeah? What is this, a pop quiz? Come on, Mr. Wright, show him what Lana's talking about. Hold on, I don't know what is she talking about. I will save here. Evidence? That neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own? Ah, evidence. Hold on. This evidence list? Take that? It's not working. Take that! Take that! That's a picture I drew. Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list and I had the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture. That didn't just happen by chance. Edgeworth. It's time for me to go. Mr. Edgeworth. If you'll excuse me, there's still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. I wonder what will happen if you select something wrong. Maybe I did select something wrong before. Maybe this was not correct. No idea. Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, Just remember, what happened in this trial can either make or break you as a prosecutor. In the end, it's up to you. I know. Seems I owe you my things too, right? But what I face now is my problem. Sure, I'll be waiting for you in court. Farewell. Still not over. I'll better be getting back to. Okay, I'll come visit you. It seems we both still have a lot to learn. Here, take this. This is a little something for you. Second part of the rules: scientific investigation. And the first book I ever bought. Study it well. Thanks, yes, I will. And so another case came to a close. As for the sisters I have faced, that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to where I discover myself. What? What should he rediscover? He's attorney. Well, don't go tricking off just yet, Paul. No? What is it, detective? There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. But I thought you said it was a key? Yeah, well, it may be a key with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story. Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak you out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap and easy. Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side. Yeah, well, you see, it's right here the one who'll be foot in the mill. Huh? Huh? What? You think I could afford that with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, Paul. Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best. Why is it? Suddenly I feel like I want to scream? Since we're all here, why don't we all go together? Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go. Objection? Objection? Objection! Oh, why did I do this? Don't tell me that I need to blow again. Hope no. But why is he having this screen? Oh, wait a second, I can! Shazakara, I think Emma will be pleased. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Wonder what will be in this game. Still, I managed to find my way back. Then I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Okay, I saw it. But it takes time. I cannot read it and blow at the same time. God damn it, game. X, I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation. If I penalize you anymore, it will be worse than firing you. That's it. Just goes to show. Can't shake me all that easily. What? They seen something if you're doing this. Okay, let's read it silently. It takes a lot of time. Your mission is to guard the main entrance. Someday I'm going to make detective? Yes, sir, and I can be just like that Dick Gumshoe. Okay, you, so how it works. So do you need it every single time? Also, there will be something here. Ah, it's too late. God damn it, too late. Oh, we blowed it. I can't believe this. Okay, let's continue blowing. Why am I blowing this? What about him? What is it? Can't you see I'm having a showdown? Well, it looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang gets their water? I didn't get it, what he said at the end, but okay. Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. So for give I put the top layer taste as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layers as sweet as victory. It seems to dig the turnabout, so it's hot. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. Localization by one single man? No. I'll never forget what that young defense attorney said after the trial. Let's see what was his name again, Mr. Left? No, he said he'll be in good. What? Well, I have got another trial to get to, so better be. Huh? Oh no! I forgot my gavel? First time I see the seat behind him. Nothing soon the soul like fresh country air. Not for me. It's like Monroe. Afternoon training's about to begin. Come in. Well, see you around, Nick. Yeah, outside of the city, usually it's Monroe everywhere. And smell is horrible. Agriculture is everywhere. Not about you, Mr. Edgeworth. What's going on? You resign? Something. Coming to see me off? Going to Europe? I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. But now I want to see Lana. All I have to do is open this book. Scientific investigation? That's it. I think nothing else will be. Okay, spent like 2 hours on this, 2 hours. Well, 1 hour long play, 2 hours for me. That's it. That's all. Right? And it. Sadly, there's no music. So select continue from save point. And that's all. Let me rate somebody. Well, if I continue playing this yesterday, 2 hours would be too much. So, oh, by the way, Kraden is here. He's rated me several times, so I must rate him whilst he's still online. Hope I will slap it super fast. He will not left yet. Alright, so that's all, folks. Tomorrow, if I will be streaming tomorrow, of course, I will start this horror JRPG that Kuluk requested. Yeah. It's short, but it's super hard, and I'm going to for best ending. But best ending can be achieved on any difficulty. Usually I'm playing on hard difficulty, but it will be super hard, I think. And I can get on super hard difficulty someone's personal ending. So I'll play it on easy for best ending and on hard for the special ending. I think that will be enough. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. See you next time, tomorrow maybe. Next day, after tomorrow, who knows. Anyway, bye, good luck and good night.